Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 28th day of July 2023. We are live and direct. I'm very sorry for coming late because of some unforeseen circumstances. That is why. But nonetheless, we must continue, because today it will be a kind of interaction between Biafrans and I. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you to today's edition. Today is Friday, the 28th day of July 2023. Tata Bobo Chiorie. Yamene. Welcome to this hallowed platform. This is where we worship. Our leader is still in the enemy dungeon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been released, discharged and acquitted by the Nigerian Appeal Court, a court of competent jurisdiction, has acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 13th day of October 2022. But lo and behold, Nigeria being a banana republic, a country that does not obey her own law, her own court, her own judiciary, nothing works there. They continue holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu contrary to the court order. The same thing, that is why we used to preach here that injustice to one should be injustice to all. Look at the same thing to Emefiele, who has been released under bail. But today, the Nigerian DSS is refusing to release him because they are above the law. The Nigerian government, they don't obey. They call it a democracy. That is what surprised me. They call it a democracy, but they don't obey their own law. Do you understand? That is why it surprised me to see somebody like the American Vice President. The American Vice President, Kamala Harris, talking to Tinubu about the need to restore democracy in Niger. Sometimes I cannot understand what is going on in this world of heavy injustice. Tinubu, that he came into power, yes. According to the Nigerian law, you must win 25 of the 30 states. Now, once you win, after that, you must win also Abuja, the capital. But all those criteria were never met. And he's the president. Now they are trying the whole American vice president, American government is calling Chinedu, who came illegally into power, in order to maintain democracy in Niger Republic. Now, the question I want to ask is this: what is the use or the benefit of this their so-called democracy they are using as a scam? The same way in the churches they are using tithe and offering, sow seed, and you progress. You will progress, miracle, in order to scam people. That is the same way the West, including America, is using this democracy in order to scam out mostly Africans. I don't know why. Every time they talk about Niger, they must mention that Niger is if one of the poorest countries of the world. At least they always mention Niger Republic as listen to the analysis in CNN. Anytime they call Niger Republic, hunger infested, but the poorest country in the world, or one of the poorest countries of the world. But they are maintaining their democracy. What matters to them is maintaining their own system of governance, which they impose there, which they are using in order to impoverish everybody. Do you know that Niger Republic is the 7th largest producer of uranium? Do you know that? In the world. Do you know that? But it's controlled by France. Completely controlled by France. And the people that are living where they are, near the mining areas are suffering from one disease or the other. But do they know anything? They don't know. They don't know that it is the uranium radioactivity that is going on. Their imam will tell them that no, Allah is good, he will help everybody. You will see people that were born with birth defects. You will see different sets of different types of ailments there in Niger. But little did they know that some of them are caused by the actions of France over there, the actions of the Europeans over there. Niger Republic is the 7th producer of uranium in the world. Do you understand? But and uranium is something needed, solicited. Do you understand? But France is controlling it. They put in, through their so-called democracy, they put in their puppets, as they do in Nigeria. They put in the person they want and they are controlling it. They are controlling everybody through these people. Now, when that system, that person they put, once there is an upset, they will say, no, restore democracy, restore democracy. They don't care about the life of people. Now, I ask Africans that are listening to my voice, let me ask you, among the so-called countries practicing democracy, so-called European imposed or Western imposed democracy, answering SASA to the Europeans through their system. Every 5 years or 4 years, you change from one, puppet agent to another. And America and Europe will applaud you that, you have done an election. The same way they did to Nigeria. Now, how are they faring? How are the countries faring with their so-called democracy? Now tell me. Tell me. Just like in Nigeria. How is Nigeria doing with their so-called democracy? The largest democracy in Africa. How is that real democracy? Is that democracy? You know what the Europeans, what the West did? They always removed the original and insert that memory card, the fake one. And we continue operating on fake, which they present to us, thinking that we are still in charge of the originality. That is what is happening. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad. The court, even in Emefiele case, we are just giving analogy, It is not that we are in support of one person or the other. No, but wherever we see injustice, we mention it, we fight it. That is why we are IPOB. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was given bail, 2015 problem, or 2017, how many times was he given bail? The Nigerian government refused to leave him. How many of them stood up and rose up? No, because he's Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, he's a Biafran man. Oh, he's asking for Biafra. But you ask these people, is self-determination illegal? Is self-determination illegal? The answer is no. Self-determination is an international or internationally recognized charter. It is legal in the Nigerian constitution because it is through that self-determination, through referendum, that Adamawa you see today, Atiku Abubakar become a Nigerian. Direct. Ask him, he knows. It's through a referendum which we are calling for, because the apex of self-determination in our own case is to hold a referendum. So that people will decide, oh, I want to be a Nigerian. Oh, I want to remain a Biafra. Is it something very difficult to address? The same way United Kingdom asked for a referendum for them to decide, for the people to decide whether to continue being in European Union or to opt out. And through referendum, every citizen was given a voice in order to express him or herself. And they said majority carried the vote. That is the real democracy. Not all these ones they are imposing on everybody. Imposition. They carry idiots, they carry Western stooges, Western agents, and present them to us. Have you forgotten the revelation of the military intelligence officer? The Yoruba officer, the high-ranking military intelligence officer. The bad one, the shadow, that's supposed not to be heard or be seen. But he risks his life in order to expose things that are happening in Nigeria. He said that they had to convince the CIA that Buhari will have to be the president of Nigeria. The person you are saying is my vote, my PVC. It is the Western world, the Europeans and Americans that are deciding who is your president, not you. For you to hear it, for you to know. So that when you hear about talking about democracy, it is their creation. It is their legacy of colonization that they want to continue sustaining. And I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow being Saturday, in our religious discussions. The legacy of colonialism and slavery. You understand? That is what they continue sustaining. Because they want to continue making Africa the source of cheap raw material, the cheap source of raw materials. You understand? Both human, both resource, different animate and inanimate resources, all very cheap. They fix the price. They fix how much your doctors they are going to pay you. They give you visa, they condition you. Anything they give you in London, they pay you, you collect. They pay you lower than their citizens, but you work more higher, you work harder more than their citizens. That is cheap labor. You understand? We must continue doing what we are doing. It is high time this wind of changes that is going on from the grassroots in Africa, black race, it must continue. It must be sustained. Because the time has come. We are seeing what is happening. The time has come. Sorry, as I was saying, the time has come for all and sundry to wake up. Because we should not be in a world that is one-sided. We continue suffering, being molested anywhere we are, being taken as third-hand citizens, or in this planet Earth. How long should we continue enduring this type of treatment? Black people being at the lower level, the lowest level in every part of the human ladder in this world. For how long should we continue tolerating it? We are watching what is going on in Niger. We are watching. They want to use Nigeria in order to undo that side, because they know Nigeria is number one. The people number one Western agent. It's not. But look at ordinary electricity. Have you seen America talking about making efforts here? But at least let us work towards at least number one, giving Nigerians electricity. And for your information, I think they have removed the electricity from the list of exclusive lists in Nigeria, which means you can source out from states, from your regions, from your villages. You can source electricity. Why can't we continue? Why can't we think, instead of buying generators, each room, each apartment, each house with one generator, single, why can't we think collectively in our villages to show them that we are Biafrans? To build something local, locally made, in order to produce electricity to our villages, Even if it means building collective windmills, we can do it. It's just I mean, it's just a question of cooling down and sponsoring some people. We have bright people everywhere in Biafra land that can build either windmill, little dams in our little small rivers, even any type of anything can generate electricity now. Why can't people think collective? Why can't we think collective in order to generate electricity collectively in our villages? Distribute it, contribute little by little, and now be maintaining it, be supplying every house and sustain it. Who will come up with this ingenious idea instead of encouraging this promoting these electric generators that are killing our people, producing carbon monoxide, killing people? The other day I saw on social media a whole family wiped off together with their in-law, extended family in the house because of generator. Until when? Nigeria is killing each and every one of us. Let us take a stand in order to make things happen. Today I will open my lines as quick as possible because I came very late, so no need. But before I do that, I will read IPOB press release of today, being the 28th July 2023. I will read the press release before opening the lines. Before opening the lines. Let me also talk about, before I read the press release, please, let me talk about what is going on in our land, including the governor of Enugu State, that is giving orders or sending the Nigerian forces to kill our people, that are doing peaceful protests in Oboete market. Why should always we use our own blood? Why should our blood be spilled every time, even by our own people? Why? As citizens, people should have the right to protest. People have the right to protest. Why is it that in Biafra land, whenever there is protest, they don't even use tear gas? They don't use tear gas. What they use live ammunition, assault rifles. This thing have to change. It have to stop. It should stop. There are always a protest in the north, and nobody is being killed. Yes, they use a tear gas in order to scatter people. But whenever it comes to Biafra land, any slightest thing they will bring up. Look at what is going on. What has been going on in Aba? They continue brutalizing our people. Why? What is it? What have we done to merit this type of treatment? And the worst part of it is that the politicians in our land are the people that are bringing this type of inhuman treatment to subjugation against our people. Why? It's a very pertinent question, a question that it needs answers. I'm telling you, why is it that whenever our people, even under any guise that they want to protest for one thing or the other, they will bring out military in order to kill our people? Why is that? You have protests in Abuja, you don't see people being shot like fake games. You have protests in the north, you don't see people being killed. You have protests in many times, even in the west, you don't see people being shot and killed. But when it comes to Biafra land, any slightest thing, military will be lining up and shooting people like as if they are shooting animals. Even animals, they don't shoot them like this. Why is it so? We need to have a retrospect. These are our people. You know what I see, power intoxicates an Igbo man. Let me tell you, that is one thing I have noticed. Power intoxicates an Igbo man against his own brother. Against his own brother. Why can't you call, where are the anti-riot police? People that can use, they know how to manage a riot, if there is riots. Where are they? When people are protesting in a market, they send military to go and shoot to kill with a rifle, AK-47 that Nigeria cannot produce. What is all this? What have we done to merit this? The issue is that they have been imposing, their choice of saboteurs, people that we don't know on us, as our political elites. If you are talking for the interests of our people, in the Nigerian setting, you'll be relegated or even you'll be hunted to be killed. You go nowhere. So they made killing our people, dealing with our people, a criteria for climbing political ladder in Nigeria, in the Nigeria political arena. That is what I see. Look at the governor of ex-governor of Ebonyi State. He's now made a minister and he's happy. Look at people that slaughter. The same thing. People that slaughtered our people, they reward them. They reward them. And that is what is attracting many people. So that once they are climbing political ladder, they become brutal to our people. So that in Aso Rock, the caliphate will notice them, say, this one, he can kill Igbo people, so he can kill his people. So let us approach him. They will approach him and promote him and make him more animalistic against his own people. Why should we continue suffering this? Until when? I ask, until when? Our people, we are being slaughtered, killed. Look at how in our body we are, brutalizing people, breaking people's doors, just for nothing. Just for nothing. Can they do this type of thing in the north? Do you think that the northern governors will allow this kind of thing in their states? Unless they are using it against the indigenous people. That is when you see them, like El-Rufai did. And he is happy that he has accomplished it. He said what he has accomplished in Kaduna, nobody have ever accomplished it. Kaduna, that was a non-Muslim country, a Christian state before. More than 70 to 80% Christian states before. Now he has systematically turned it around. And he's been promoted and he's happy. He made it public. He didn't hide it. And there was no alarm. The Christians, they didn't raise alarm. Instead, they can't say, no, leave this man. He just want to make himself irrelevant. People don't rise up. The so-called Christians, they didn't rise up in order to do something physical, protest. No, they don't do. They are always strong when they hear Mazi Jonathan or Isaac or Methuselah preaching. That is where you see them. That is where they are very powerful. But the real thing, they cannot take it. They cannot take it on. We must continue this preaching. Tomorrow, I will be here. We must preach the gospel. What is happening in our land is an aberration. Our people are being killed with impunity. The lives of our people don't matter to our so-called political elites. It doesn't matter to them. There is nothing to them. So, it is only us as the people that have to join hands together in order to put a stop on this type of thing. And say no to criminality. Because IPOB has no space for criminality. Do you understand? IPOB has no space for criminality in this our struggle. Remember that Masob, during the time of Masob, they used criminality in order to destroy Masob. That is one thing they want to do. They used the criminality in order to destroy Masob. They first of all arrested Owazirike, and they infiltrated Masob and started saying, no, go and look for money. You have a gun, you have bullet. Then use what you have in order to get what you want. To hell with the leader Owazirike. They promoted violence, and violence for their own private benefit, for their selfishness, kidnapping and collecting ransom, and they fool everywhere. Now they went and also told the Owazirike in jail and say, the people you left outside, so you better negotiate and dance to our tune so that you go. Poor Owazirike, what will he do? He say, okay, if that's the case, help me, make we talk, make I go out and start doing Biafra in your own way, in the caliphate system. And that is what destroyed Masob. The same thing they want to use in order to tempt IPOB. But little did they know that we are 7 steps ahead of them. We are any step they want to take, already we have passed there. We know where they want to go. Because Nigeria, the caliphate is predictable. I am telling you, they are predictable. The caliphate is predictable. We know it. So we must continue doing what we are doing. Now let me read the press release of 28th of July 2023, IPOB press release. Ebonyi State Governor's plan to arrest and kill innocent IPOB members will have consequences from IPOB. Ebonyi State Governor's plans to arrest and kill innocent IPOB members will have consequences. The attention of the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, ably led by the indefatigable liberator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been drawn to the kangaroo and vicious meeting hosted by the new governor of Ebonyi State at Commissioner's quarters, which was attended by Ebonyi politicians, traditional rulers, and security agencies. We are aware of the meeting agenda, and the agreement was to identify, attack, arrest, and possibly kill every IPOB member and anybody seen to be a sympathizer of the Biafra agitation in Ebonyi State. Do you see the evil plan they have? Do not forget that it is a devil Mahi, the immediate past governor. Now he is a past governor, for your information. He is a person that hatched this idea. He hated IPOB. He hated Mazi Nnamdi. He hates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with passion and IPOB. He tried everything. Division. He tried to... When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on ground, he told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to come to Ebonyi, that Ebonyi is not part of Biafra. Do you see? Now, the new governor, they have given him the blueprint. That look, for you to be loved by the caliphate, hunt IPOB, kill them. But IPOB is saying that there will be consequences. You understand? Let me continue reading. The questions we ask or we seek answers from some Igbo criminal politicians are: what are the offenses of IPOB? This is number one question. Have IPOB or ESN members involved in any violent attack of any community? The answer is no. Number 3, are those Fulani killer headsmen attacking Ebonyi communities IPOB members? Are they? You know, the worst part of it is, I'm commenting now. If I want to continue reading, I will let you know. The Fulani headsmen terrorists have been slaughtering people in Ebonyi, in Anambra, in Imo, many parts of Biafra land. You never see this governor say, let us declare war against the Fulani headsmen. No, they don't do it. Instead, they are declaring war against people that are fighting against the Fulani terrorists in our land, those that are terrorizing our people. Remember that Dave Umahi formed the Bubago in order to combat IPOB. That is the main reason of forming a Bubago. Do you understand me? So they are still continuing in their plans. Now we are asking them this question: are those Fulani killer headsmen attacking Ebony State communities? Are they IPOB members? Number 4, has IPOB and ESN helped to curtail the Fulani menace in Igbo land? Yes. But then why are they annoyed that we are saving our people? Do you remember the last time that some Ebony communities were massacred? Some people in the community, they were massacred mercilessly, and nothing happened. And there was no call for the decimation of the arrest and the killing of the Fulani headsmen. It tells you all you need to know. We the people, we shouldn't continue watching to be dying very cheap death. No, we have to react against these evil politicians. Now, why then are some of these corrupt, useless, idiotic politicians always working hard to destroy IPOB and ESN? Is it so that their Ruga projects will go unchallenged? No matter how hard they try, IPOB will never allow them to mortgage the land of Biafra to their Fulani masters. We will never allow Fulani to take any inch of our land. And as long as Chukwu Okike Abiyama is with us, IPOB remains indestructible, because the ideology and the spirit of Biafra are in every Biafran youth. Let the new governor of Ebony State, Mr. Francis Nwifuru, bear in mind that IPOB has no issue with him. But if you bring out your head, we will knock on it. IPOB and ESN have no problem with you, but your plan to arrest and kill innocent IPOB members will not go well with your government. IPOB and ESN are peaceful and protective of our land. They should be supported and protected, not destroyed. The former governor of Ebony State, Engineer David Yomahi, we were aware you attended the Sell the Vicious meeting where the agreement was reached to launch a manhunt of IPOB members, as if they are responsible for your bad leadership in Ebony State and those in Nigeria as a whole. You should have advised your boy, the new governor, to stay away from IPOB matters, because he cannot withstand us. You must warn this your clueless puppet you rigged into power, who knew nothing about governance, to be guided and stop his schemes to arrest and kill innocent IPOB, to avoid creating nuisance government for the great Ebony people. In the same way, IPOB outlived former APC government's treacherous shenanigans regime. In the same way, we shall overcome all our political enemies in the Biafra restoration project. We are also warning all the traditional rulers in Ebony State to be careful and not to allow themselves to be used by wicked politicians to their own detriment. It will be callous for the traditional rulers to join Nigeria compromised security agents who hate Ndigbo to point out their children for extrajudicial executions because of crumbs from the table of the APC and Tinubu's government. Any traditional ruler who helps in the murder of any innocent and peaceful IPOB member has murdered his own sleep. Any traditional ruler who involves himself in the matter concerning IPOB will regret his actions. Go ahead and obey the mandate from those who killed our ancestors and still kill our people to expose IPOB members in your communities and have yourself to blame. We are IPOB. We see and hear everything. The Nigeria government and her security agencies, especially the DSS, police, and the army are compromised. They see Igbo as ants and to be killed at will because of our resilience to achieve Biafra freedom and sovereignty. What else is Nigeria holding against Igbo, particularly IPOB members, outside our demand for self-determination through Biafra referendum? Why are they arresting, torturing, forcefully disappearing, and shedding the blood of Igbo youths for demanding freedom from a murderous union called Nigeria? They should know that nothing else can stop IPOB's resolved but that to stop IPOB resolved but date for yes, nothing can stop us, only the date for Biafra referendum. Why are some Igbo leaders so ignorant to question the Nigerian government why they want to kill IPOB members for demanding self-determination through a referendum? Why join hands with our collective enemies to kill our youths who are defending our lands against state-sponsored jihadists and terrorists? Governor Wifru, we are monitoring your moves. Since you want to use IPOB to shine and show your political mastery that you are against Igbo, it wouldn't go well with you and your government. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the Indigenous People of Biafra. This is the point. You see the Northerners, the Northern politicians, the Fulani politicians, Yari and all of them, defending their Fulani terrorists. We are not terrorists. We are just asking, because of what we are passing through, we are asking that why are we marginalized in Nigeria? Why? That we are we are in self-determination in order to, find our position. Because Nigeria have rejected us, so we are not Nigerians. That we should be given the chance in order to have a referendum, hold a referendum to say yes or no, that we want to be Biafrans or not. Is that a crime? Is that too big to ask? And our politicians are the ones that are ordering for our slaughtering. Why? Whereas the Fulani, they are protecting their own people. They are protecting their killers. Sheikh Gumi said the bandits, the Fulani terrorists, they are the Boko Haram, they are their warriors. No person should touch them. Openly. Imagine they are saying this openly. Imagine what they are doing. What they are doing secretly, behind closed doors. They are directly supporting them. Even using Nigerian money, Nigeria fund, federal fund, in order to sponsor all these Fulani terrorists. Have you forgotten, I think 2020, the whole Fulani of Africa held a meeting in Abuja. The whole Fulani. The only non-state actor, Fulani is the only non-state group that has their standing army. Do you know that? But our own is only looking for selfish interests. And you see how they are treating us. Look at Emiefele. I am not Igbo. I am South. Look at you. Remember, our enemies will never be formidable unless we make them so. And how? They try to divide us, and once we accept division, that is when we are done. Look at Emiefele. Look at how they are treating him. I know that that policy of changing Naira or this and that, he is not the originator. He has the commander-in-chief, the imposter called Buhari and others. They are the major players. But they made him a scapegoat because he's an Igbo man. And inside the charges, they don't put anything. They say he in possession of firearms to show you that they can take you as an Igbo man in like a rat. So that when you are eating and dining with them, thinking that they love you, you are deceiving yourself. They are just using you. After using you, telling them, go on, don't worry. I'm the president. We are the people. We are in Asrock, nothing. Do it. They will use you. When finishing with you, they will isolate you. And you will suffer the consequences. It is only you that they will call. Okay, so nguni mamini. Okocha na nguni. Oga kocha kwano okay. That is it. Do you see any other person? Did they arrest any other person? Emi Felix, an Igbo man. So Igbo people, they treat you. Look at how they arrested Eze Ndibo no Kota na Lagos. Like a rat, they go and take him to make him. This is also playing on our psychology. It's a psychological warfare also, physical and psychological warfare, to make you feel little. You will see others say something, other tribes, other ethnicities, they will say something openly. Once an Igbo man go and say something, like that, they will come for you. Others will do something and go. But when you come, you do your own. In the Nigerian setting, you become a victim. They will take you. They will humiliate you to make you feel that you are nothing. That you shouldn't follow us to do because we are the first and second citizens. That is what the message they are sending to us. Look at Emiefele. Look at Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Do you know how many billions he opened up the Nigeria Central Bank to terrorists? He used it to sponsor terrorism. All of them. Did anything happen to him? Did anything? The answer is no. It is high time both riverine Igbos, Biafrans, to remove this self-destructive mentality. I call it self-destructive mentality. You see people in Abonema crying, oh, the seaport in Abonema, since after the war, the seaport has been closed though, but it is not something they promise us. It is not what they promise us. We are suffering hardship in our own life. Because they deceive you to fight against your own brothers. That is why you are ashamed of claiming you are not Igbo. Your origin, you are from Panya. Your ancestors came from Veranda Pole. No, you are not Igbo. But you speak Igbo. No, there is a way everyone goes to the day, so you are not Igbo. You are denying yourself because of you are ashamed. Foreigners come and convince you to fight against yourself, and you agree that once you defeat your own yourself, now we will make you great. Andibo, we are the most foolish people on earth. I'm telling you. I never see people like this before. Sometimes they baffle me. And you are happy, you are celebrating. I watch the thing. They are celebrating the defeat of Biafrans in Abonema, in River State, where they call you River State, Igota. On the Igbo people, they are celebrating how they defeated their own themselves. And after that, ask them, after that, what happened? Ka gịnị na Okonkwo siri gara amị bata ka otu isi dị ya ka ekwen boot ya olezi boot ya m na-ajụ gị I'm not Igbo, abụrụ m onye Igbo. I'm from Benin. I'm from Abulado. Our ancestors are from Abulado. We are not Igbo. Me na asụkwa Igbo. Ị na-asụ m na-asụ ị na-asụ m na-anụ. Is self-destruction. Abonima Wolf. If Biafra had won the war, liberated ourselves, Abonima Wolf will be one of the best in Africa. Vibrant, and people will be walking. But today, they tell you, kill your brothers, fight against yourself, and you agree. You agree, very foolish. Now, when you finish, when they defeated Biafra, you say, okay, now, we have defeated, yeah, come and do us. They say, shut up, you are useless. Come on, shut up. Until, since 50-something years till today, no support, you are still begging. That is the reward of treachery. And when treachery against yourself, against your own blood, that is the reward. But we are not looking up to all those things again. That's why we are telling ourselves to rise up, to join hands together in order to right the wrongs that has been done. You understand me? Right. We right the wrongs that have been done. Because here maybe go. Now it is still us that we write it. But when you see ignorant people, they are still towing that ancient part, destructive part. It is very absurd. Honestly absurd. We must remove ourselves from this self-destructive mentality. I am not Igbo. Now, how is your land now? How is your land? Pollution everywhere. Inogoni. No, I'm not Igbo. I Biafra. Ken Sarawinwa. After everything, after fighting against Biafra, what happened? What happened? He was being killed, slaughtered, hanged by the same people that he fought for. He thought that Abacha sentenced him today. He thought that he was joking. Tell that is a joke. No, you are playing. According to reports, the day he was being hanged, he was crying, saying that no. Oh, Kwamu, it's me, oh Ken. Please call me Abacha. Maybe he's making mistake, thinking who cares for him? People he fought, side by side with, against his own people. Treachery doesn't pay. Treachery, it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. It doesn't matter how you and your brother is fighting. If you side a foreigner to kill your brother, that foreigner will never respect you. He will continue subjugating you until you die. But no matter how different you and your brother are, if you join hands together to ward off the foreigner, I am telling you, you will live to enjoy it. Once you join hands together in order to, first of all, pursue the foreigner, because see the foreigner as a common enemy. As a common enemy. But do our people know all these things? They are being blinded by selfish interests. Selfishness. This primitive, I call it primitive selfishness. Once that interest is there, they don't see any other thing again. What they are seeing, just like E.G. Sozu Alani. That is what they are. They don't care. They don't care that they are perishing. What they are seeing is that in that time. We should remove ourselves from this mentality. That is why you look at in politics, in Nigerian politics, Igbo people are nothing. No, they are jara now. Here. Now, always begging. Ministerial posts, they will beg. Beg. Where is the Igbo presidency 2023? Where is the Igbo presidency 2023? Where is it? Something that was used in order to decimate our people. Something that was used in order to cajole IPOB. Oh, that we want to spoil their chance of ruling Nigeria. And they made the heavy statements. If you don't zone Igbo presidency to the southeast, we will do this. We will join IPOB. We know that we are not needed in Nigeria. We are not. Look, where are they today? Where are they today? You know what? I was thinking that, you know why personally I see P2B as a deceiver. I'm telling you. Do you know, we all know that the two major parties in Nigeria are the PDP and APC. These are, whether you like it or not, there are many other parties, but these are the main parties. After all, there are other parties that even 2019, Igbo man came as a candidate, but who know him? Mogalo was a presidential candidate. He's an Igbo man, but he was not in the mainstream party. So I was personally expecting, when P2B was not elected as the party representative, or the party candidate was not chosen, he should have resigned and even not entering into Labour Party. Do you understand me? You know, our Igbo people, they don't know how to protest. They don't know how to join hands to protest. You want to protest, even your brother will go back and sell you. That is why I say even Obi Peter Obi, he sold the Igbo people. When they did in PDP, I mean AP, let me call APC. They do the presidential primaries in APC. No Igbo man was chosen. Now in PDP, which was the last hope, he was not chosen there. He should have not only resigned, he shouldn't have gone to any other party. He should have started there. They should be galvanizing themselves and say, look, what we are seeing in Nigeria is not what these people IPOB is saying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying is true, is the reality. So let us not waste our time to form other parties or this and that. Let us jointly ask for a referendum. Let us help these people, IPOB, to ask for this self-determination. Instead, he went to number 10 Downing Street in the United Kingdom. They deceive him, tell him, move away from a PDP. Anyway, you can make it through another. Don't worry, we have called a part of Tommy. Our agent have contacted him. He will relinquish power to you. So you know, they give him, always giving him woman the shortcut to heaven. Always. And he will swallow it hook, line, and sinker without thinking. But not knowing that there is no shortcut to heaven. You must die. There is no shortcut. You can never eat your cake and have it. This is what is killing us, for goodness sake. When they did not zone APT or PDP to any Igbo man, that was the time all the Igbo politicians should have joined hands together, even advise Obi, don't ever try another party. These are the main parties. Let us know that Nigeria, what IPOB is saying is correct. But he wants his own thing now. No, I will do it, don't worry. And when people will be talking, hey, he's our, do this, he's our, but not knowing that indirectly, even he sold the people, he sold the Igbo people politically. Why should he join another party? Why? What the contract or the agreement with them, the Igbo politicians, was, we'll subjugate IPOB, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, rendition him, and we are going to give you, zone the presidency to you. How do they zone it to you? Through PDP and APC, the two major parties of Nigeria. But you did all these things, you served them, you licked their ass after nothing, and you still have the audacity to resign in order to go from you have a shortcut. I have the backing of Britain, so I will do it through this shortcut. And how was it that they are the king, you are creator, you are nothing. You are just a selfish, you are doing your selfish, very primitive selfishness is in you. That is how they see Igbo people. And that is why they have relegated the Igbo politicians to zero. Zero. Everybody in Achonia, they think that it is buying and selling. A business, my business. That is how they see politics. They don't see politics as they don't know that with politics you can better the lives of your people. You understand? Do you know that in Ghana, Fulani are refused nationality, even those that have been there even before independence? They are refused nationality because the people are at alert. They are watching with keen interest how they are decimating in what they are causing in Nigeria and in Mali and in other places. Now they take precaution. Do you understand? I saw a video where even the United Nations are talking. Hey, Ghana is how do they call it? Xenophobia against the Fulani. When mad person do you something, if you see mechanic, you run. If you see a mechanic person wearing a dirty clothes, you run thinking a mad person. That is what Ghana is doing, and I support them. I support them. Because what these people did in Mali, what the Fulani did in Mali, surprised everybody. Even it surprised the indigenous people of Bamba, the Dogon, the Bambara. It surprised them. People that they have been living together as neighbors, as doing this. They are Muslims like them for centuries. All of a sudden, they saw terrorists from North Africa. They joined them. Fulanis joined them, started following them. They are now the guard, or the local guide, killing the non-Fulanis, leading the terrorists in Mali, leading the Arabs, the Tuaregs, in order to kill the local people. The thing it shocked them. They said these people, we never see them before. People that we have no problem with before, all of a sudden they change. That is how they are, for your information. That is how they behave. So Ghana is taking a precaution. It's only in Nigeria that they don't understand how these people are. You don't see how they are kidnapping people, killing our people in Biafra land. The other day, I saw in social media, they kidnapped, they took mass transit. I think is it in Enugu or somewhere in Okigu or something like that. They took them, kidnap all of them into the bush. Did you see that? These are Fulani terrorists operating in our land, and our people are not. You see all these governors? They don't start and declare war against these people. Instead, they are declaring war against IPOB that is doing something in order to save our people. It is highly absurd. The race Igbo. It's absurd. Sometimes look at them, the type of race I know. I'm saying no, it's absurd. Against ourselves. We know how to sell ourselves. To sell ourselves. But this mentality, IPOB, that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came around. In order to remove us from this type of mentality. Who renditioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is Igbo politicians. Why? For Igbo presidency 2023. Today, where are they? No, they are now struggling to put their person in a ministerial post. They are forgotten Igbo president. People of low life, I call them. They don't go for the best. They are not consistent. What matters to them is what you can pocket. If you don't agree, before you know, you are second agreed. He will tell you now, he tell you, and you make a meeting, say now we no go agree for this thing, or no person will take it, say no problem. Before you go, you say now so that thing also. Now does he say now? He says a quality alone. This is that is primitivity. It shows primitive character. It's uncivilized character. That is what it shows. People that are destroying themselves, thinking that they are making money, thinking that they are progressing. They are destroying them. Today, can Igbo politicians today talk? Look at how they speak in the Senate. They cannot talk boldly. Only few of them like Abaribe. Other, they don't talk. They don't, they continue fidgeting, being afraid. In a country they call their own country. Why? Because of self-destructive character. Dog eat dog. You sell your brother in order to get your own private interest. But remember, there will be no really you or I. Unless we have we. I put it on my Facebook timeline. It is high time we build the we. So that I, as one person, will now progress. Because without we, I can never progress. Genuinely. Otherwise, you are a slave. When Afonja gather, they call the Fulani people. They come and help us. You are warriors. Come. I want to overthrow my brother from, I want that his office as the Oba. Please come and help me. The face of a Fulani say, first of all, tell them, you now, you are infidels, so we cannot help infidels like that unless you people can turn to Muslims in advance before we come. They say, is it not just to change and say we are Muslims? We are Muslims, I beg. Come and help Afonja say we are Muslims. Come and teach us how to be a Muslim. The Fulani, they came. They first of all baptized them into Islam. Now they before following him, they went and slaughter the king, his enemy. Afonja say, yeah, okay, thank you very much. You can go. You are now free. Take what we agreed on. Take Wabuti, go your way. Fulani say you are crazy. They turn around and slaughter him. Today, do you know they put Kwara State in the north as part of the north? Do you know that? Do you know that? That is the price of treachery. It destroys a people. It destroys a people. Today, they have a emir of Ilorin instead of Oba we are having before. Everything changed. They took over. Look at how they rendition Igbo people, Igbo politicians, Hope Uzodimma, Dave Umahi, all of them. They joined hands together, contributed money with flight, everything. They went and rendition captured our leader. Rendition him from Kenya. When they put their agents in America at alert to continue tracking our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Omar Nnamdi in America, all of them were politicians' agents. So and I monitor young women ha report share video no ongokwa na mmiri o. Oh no na elo ihe olulo na ha mekwere ihe olulo ya na elo ya ha nye report. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at this time because it's their job or their contract to monitor him. All Igbo people, you ask them what is their gain today. Yes, on the make ofuma, be America on the more fuma. No matter what he's doing, no matter that he is just lower than Amweba. One day he will die, and all those things gone. Mazi Mazi Ebe, all those things all gather. Before you know, we bulite ndi woro transgender, and cause woro maybe or an addict, a drug addict. My father was an evil man, I don't know. Or rubbish. Or no, I do to the character of the father or the mother. Agarando back. We must continue. Agarando back. That is it. We must remove this mentality, self-destruction mentality. We must remove it. I will stop here and I will open the lines. I will not go into break because I came late. Therefore, I will immediately open the line so that our people will call in before I call it a quit. Tomorrow being Saturday, Niken Kechukwuoke, I will be here to preach the gospel on our religious issues, please. And I will also announce, as you know, that the Nigerian DSS, who oppose Odemma, should never harm one of our brothers, Nonsonkwa. Nonso Oba, Chinonso Oba, Mazi Chinonso Oba. They should never harm him. In a so-called democracy, the beauty of democracy is you must be ready for criticism. Everybody must not like you. And the Hope Uzodimma is a criminal. He is a continuous criminal. He want to show, that is how they do. They show power to their people, against their people, only. They don't show to others. They show that I have the power and I can do anything I want. This man arrested, this man abducted, kidnapped must be released. So this Nonsonkwa. For your information, that is it. So our lines are now open so that you can call in, and the people are already calling in. Our lines are open. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. You know, for your information, people have been asking me, Mazi, you are not coming as usual. Yes, I have some private issues to regulate. As I've been promising, I will bounce back as usual and even more ferocious. More ferocious. We are going nowhere. When we buy now, we come here. He said we come. I come. Nothing more. So for your information, until we get to where we are going, nothing more. You understand? So I have let me see whether I still have it. I have callers, but I want to first of all take this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, Mazi, can you hear me? Ndewo Mazi, welcome to the program. Please go on.
Thank you, Mazi. Good morning, dear friends. Good afternoon, good night, whatever time zone I do. My name is Judo Kafo. Judo Kafo is from Agbo. Agbo is in Anioma. Anioma is Biafra land, and Anioma people are Igbo people 100%. Mazi, I'm listening to everything you have said today. But I want to talk about the one that concerns me as a man from Anioma, which is an Igbo man. You talk about Nnamdi, who is the past governor of the CBN. This man is from Ika. Do you know that the road to his village is not tied? Do you know that this man did not help his own community? This man was busy giving loan to Alamajari, to Alahaji and Kule for agricultural purpose. This man was sitting among the Yoruba and the Hausa men and telling them, I'm not Igbo, I'm from Benin, I'm Yoruba, I'm Hausa. He was dining and whining with them and talking bad about the some people. When they will sit down in the meeting and say, Igbo man is the problem of Nigeria, he will say it's true now. Thank God I'm not Igbo, I'm from Benin. But today he has the people that is speaking for him now are the Igbo lawyer that he hired. He has not recognized that he's an Igbo man. He went to hire Igbo lawyer, and the Igbo lawyer today they are fighting for him. They are telling the world that they are persecuted unjustly because he bear Igbo name. He's from Igbo. Shame to you people and Neoma people. I keep telling you people. We are Igbo people until we identify ourselves and tell ourselves the truth, who we are as a people, and join our family, which is the great Igbo race. All of us will be running up and down, something together. Now, how many are going to talk? Can I talk the one of Sunday Olise? Who told the world, my name is Sunday Ogochukwu Olise. I'm from Ababo, I'm not Igbo. But your name is Ogochukwu. After the Nigerian government use you, they kick you like a football. Up till now, they are still all you Sunday Olise. Our leaders say, when you deny your identity and you go and serve the zoo, you will come back in shame. Make you not go read history of Anioma people. And other Igbo that are denying their Igbo-ness. They say when the kingdom of Israel divided, they have the Judea and the Israel. What happened? The enemy useless them until those two people come together. The two regions came together today. They become the state of Israel. Until we as an Igbo race come together, equally Igbo, and Yama Igbo, our brothers from Middle Belt and Lower Kogi, Lower Benue and Lower Kogi, until all of us come together And all of our brothers, the Ijo and other people that are saying Igbo this, Igbo that. Until all of us come together and unite and fight for our freedom, we will continue to suffer. We will continue. What is going on in Ijo land? Is it not the same water they are shitting and the same water they are drinking? What happened to Adakabao and Kesarua? What is better in Ijo land than Igbo land? Are we not the same thing? Is our heart not bad? Are we enjoying? Why are we denying ourselves? Why don't us come together and fight for one cause and identify who we are? And freedom will be at our doorstep. It is time we unite, all of us, from Ogoja, from Lower Kogi, Lower Benue, Igbo, all of us are one family. For we to be free, we must unite and fight for this great restoration of Biafra, where our children will have hope, where we as a human being have hope, because in the zoo there is no hope, my people. It is time we return back to who we are. We are Biafran. Mazi, let me give the way for other people to come. May Chukwu Abiyama bless you. And all of us will live long to see Biafra in our time. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama's name I pray. He said, thank you, Mazi.
Mazi. Caller on direct line, please continue, please. Call us on WhatsApp and Signal. Hold on, I'll come to you, please. Go on, Mazi, go on, please. Call on direct line, go on.
Yeah, I have to be brief because I'm sincerely going to wait for tomorrow church or however gathering to study the scripture. So, first and foremost, I want to ask a question. So, this arm of human rights organizations, which people formed it? Is it recognized under the OAU or EU?
You mean which organization? Which organization?
Which arm of the?
Which organization you are talking, Mazi? Which organization? Which organization?
You know, I don't know how to read. The people who are in charge of on the whole world, people who sees to the affairs of human rights. Is there anything like that?
Mazi, what you should know is that this world, the world order we are in, is modified to suit the way. It's modified by the way. So is when you hear they talk about United Nations, you understand? United Nations Organization. So it is a product of after the Second World War mostly. It has been there under a name, but when the Allied forces won the war, America found the need. America found the need to unify in order to make sure that they control the world in their own way. And do you know what happened? As of that time, the Russians, they were not all that interested in this global conquest or anything. So it is now that their eyes are opened. Because, let me tell you, they trusted the West. The Soviet Union, they trusted the West. So they didn't, you see that they are one of the European countries that didn't go to colonize. They don't have any African colony, the Soviet Union. They weren't interested, you know. So, but now they have seen what happened during the Second World War. They fought. The funniest part of it is that Russia for Stalin fought side by side with the West. And they lost more people. Russia you are seeing today, they lost more than 27 million people during the Second World War. And they fought tooth and nail. They reached Berlin. They reached Germany before even America and the other Allied forces. That's it. So, but after they started seeing that, people they fought with, now they want to dominate. So, what you are seeing in the world is they programmed the world order to their own benefit, exclusive benefit, exclusive. That is why when you are seeing they are talking about human rights, it's their own right, the right for their benefit. Mazi, let me not keep you, please. Go on, please.
Yeah. So, okay, why I took you back to that is this, from the our Uncle Emma Powerful's write-up, I think I came to realize that there is something I would like our lawyers, the Director of State, and every lover of freedom to be giving attention much. Because I was asking myself, I say, the introduction of what they call rubber bullet, is it not in existence that a nation, a country who claim to be a country, though they are not country, but diverse nation underneath it, will permit state actors like governors and politicians to kill people who have no arms with them on the street to protest? And the international organization has never recognized IPOB as terrorists. And yet, they sit at complacent and watching these things playing out this way. The first set has moved out. They bring another set of governors and they continue where the others stopped, which means the international bodies are not interested about us, like you said, exclusively. They are not interested about us until we rise up and take our thing. So all I'm saying is that I'm not introducing violence now or for now, but I know one day they will provoke us and we'll defend ourselves. But for now, I want the learned congregation like the Director of States and our lawyers to give much attention to this, because when they do go on enacting this law, carrying it out, and nobody is suing them, nobody is responding legally to them, they will see it that it's a normal norms. Even if another person comes, they continue from where they stopped. Nobody's going to talk to them. So that's why I said, okay, I need to find out if the introduction of rubber bullets is not a necessary force or a way of getting things done the right way when it comes to maybe even if it turns out to be a violent protest. Because I've never seen any person in that world using bullets to kill normal human beings, except in Nigeria. Mostly only the Southeasterners suffers this loss every time, every day, yearly, and after. Thank you so much. I'll wait for tomorrow for our
there is something we should understand. In the world we are in today, we are in a wicked world. Every people, every country is fighting for their private interests. America is fighting for their interests exclusively. Let me tell you. Europe, the same thing. The way they model this world, the world order, even in Nigeria, they don't even want the human beings to exist. If there is a way they can remove the whole human beings in Nigeria so that they will take the whole resources, it becomes for them. That is it. Forget about them coming to play mouth service, lip service in televisions and in the media. That is nonsense. It is for the people to rise up and do something. That is the bottom line. And the way they structured Nigeria, because Nigeria, for your information, Nigeria is not like any other country. Nigeria is another thing altogether. They structured Nigeria in a way that Nigeria will be perpetually down. Where there is no merit doesn't count. Where people, if protest, people rise up in protest, because mostly it's in the south, and in the south it's mostly Biafrans that protest, for rights. They gather other people against them, saying no. It's a sophisticated situation we are in, highly sophisticated. People should understand it like that. And the Western countries are enjoying it. Because oil is flowing. They are stealing Californium. Look at in Congo. Congo have been fighting. If you go to some side they call Kivu, is it East Kivu or West Kivu? There are hundreds of different militia. They are there. They are being sponsored because they are the richest. That side is the richest part. Let me tell you, this world, there is no pity in the world. That is why every time I see our people say, there is, this world is not a world of peace. It's a world where you take what belongs to you. They have modeled the world to suit them. Or I the candy biralate. Let me take yoku. I the candy biralate. No what? You understand? How much they look at this world, but we remember, Roman Empire modeled their own world during their time, thinking that nothing maker, that had a hostage for eternity. Eventually, Roman Empire fell. That is how empires fell. Do you understand me? The issue is this. It is now in our hand. Look at what is happening. Look at the lip services they are playing. Oh, terrorism in Sahel. Who introduced all these things? Is it not the West? They introduce the problem. Now they will, in another way, come as the solution to your problem, and you'll be clapping for them, and they will be looting you. Why did the military pursue France? Why? Russia opened their eyes and made them go to practical now from satellite. France got a piece of land, thousands of kilometers in the desert. With the highest deposit of gold. Yes, their Russian or their military camp, thousands of kilometers square. No go, don't come, no flight zone. Hana, their Western brothers, need now money. They are mining gold and other different rare earths for building sophisticated weapons. Even they are mining it inside there. Abraham, they are this in Namale. Every day, Hana mine now fly here abroad, now fly here to France through A. Because Mali have no ocean. So they are doing it through every day. Hey, we are protecting, we are fighting terrorism. And now, lip service. I say we are fighting they will go and arm the terrorists, tell them, just cinema can name. What you see, this world is a world of cinema. Actor, you act very well. That is why this that is why you see the DOS, they talk less. They talk less and do more in the secret. You understand? Because when you see the meeting of Russia with Africans and all, their eyes now open. They say, no, this is not because of this kind of sanctions they give to Russia. If Russia is not a strong country, they would have collapsed completely. Do you know what it means to remove a country from SWIFT system? Russia now finds, okay, we have to find an alternative to all this your United Nations shenanigans. No, human rights this, human rights. You think that they are doing something now? Russia is okay. Russia is building their own indices. They are trying to destroy the unipolar world, make it multipolar. So do not think that they are killing you. America will come to your aid. Don't you see that America? I said it. The Vice President of America, Kamala Harris, he called Tinubu say to promote democracy in Niger, because the president that is there, the Arab man that is a president there, is giving them what they want. So that is why they put him there. The upset is they don't want it because they don't know where these military boys they will go. Military boys, they don't care about that. Just like in Mali. That is why I'm telling you that for somebody to bring sanity in Africa and black race, he don't care about that. So that it will be unpredictable. The West will be afraid. Like, do you think any politician can remove France from Mali? Do you think any through political process, through democracy, they remove France from Mali? It is impossible for 1,000 years. It is impossible. But unless some boys manifest and say, no, we cannot, if not death, let us die. They take power and do something. That is the annual Barakej. So they are afraid, whether even in Niger Republic, because actually from Mali, France, Abraham was their contingent. Now Niger Republic. So here now, oh Georgia, they don't know what is happening. You understand? So what am I saying? It is only us that can remove ourselves from this quagmire, and it will come through pains and blood. Let me tell you, it is not an easy something. People think that what we are doing is a joke. Like Mazi we put it. People think that we are doing content creation. Can make somebody happy? Can make some people happy? Come and entertain us. We are not here to entertain people, for goodness sake. Here, question of life and death. Here we go so I wouldn't hear entertainment. Oh, why now? America, they don't care whether everybody, every Biafran is killed. They don't care. Unless we put it to the situation whereby that look, they are everything so there is nothing they can. We force them to do something. That is how the world is structured. I have a caller that I've been waiting. Caller on, I think, WhatsApp. You are the first caller even. You have been here since 22 minutes, please. Thank you for holding on. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Mazi, in there, we'll go on, please. Mazi, why is your voice not coming out clear? What? Go on. Mazi, sorry, hold on. I don't know what is happening. Are you using earphone? Mazi, are you using earpiece? Huh? Go on, let me see.
I did not ashamed of themselves. If they're hearing this thing you are saying here, why is it that our politicians are not being ashamed or think about themselves, think about their people? Gumi, are they not protecting Boko Haram, calling Boko Haram bandits, calling Fulani herdsmen, changing their name? Why governors, a whole governor, is afraid to protect the citizen of his state? It's very, very absurd. And that's where I want to hit now, Mazi. You know, he talk about Wifu from Ebony State. I'm from Ebony State. You know, there was a time I called your program too. I complained about this our politician. And he told me that, how many are we going to buy? Yes, but we are, at the same time, we are not going to run away from saboteurs. Because if we do not react now, saboteurs will overrun the genuine Biafras. Because saboteurs are paying. So we are paying. And our people, you know, for instance now, Mazi, he did whatever he did, we did what he did. He done. Or continue where he stopped. And when he heard me, Ola left. The same thing, another person will come out and he will give him orientation. He will continue. Devil might have done his own. He left. Now, Wifu now has come and he will give him orientation. He continued. When he left, another person will continue because there's no consequence. The same thing with Enugu, the same thing with Abia, all the Southeast states. We must, honestly speaking, we must find a way to make sure if not my brother, they will sponsor criminals. They will be eliminating the genuine people who have mind to defend Biafra until our people will get tired. Saboteur will not we can never run away from saboteurs in our land. No, it's not possible like that. Because that's what I'm saying. That our politicians, I'm trying again, they will not rise up against them. They will, because if we're going to start Naga Hadendo, Hamani Haine, so I can't have a parahana, when the cousin, Kamama, Kajakushitara, or anything had a Kushitara, or Hajabu boom, Habata, Mana, how I would it. That is the thing. And the second one I'm saying, I'm going to comment now is concerning what is happening, more especially in Enugu. You know what they're playing in Enugu now is a game plan. They want to try the power of that thing in Finland to know if he's really controlling Igbo land. They allow him that a social person, is have given order. You know what? You hear what the president said that whether they've started in the Finland is the government of South East, that is governing South East through Finland. They're promoting him to know. They really know whether is he really in charge in South East.
Mazi, please let us be careful. What is playing on is the caliphate on the play. Nigerian government is doing something. Hope Uzodinma is doing what is happening there, but they are using on an open basket mouth. They are using it as a figurehead. Please let us be careful and be sophisticated in thinking and in analysis. Mazi, please go on. Go on.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's my own personal. That's my own personal. Maybe the way I think, I see it, the way I see it. It might be the actual thing they are playing, but that's how I see it. Understand? So let us be. Though I like leadership true because sometimes they don't react immediately. Something happens. They go underground to solve it. That's the only thing. Sometimes make me have confidence that yes, there's people underground. They may not come out publicly and start shouting, do this one. Rather, before something will happen, they will say. But some people like us would almost like let it happen, let it happen, without knowing that something is happening on the ground. But I'm still saying let's not continue and know what we do to our politicians. That's our key problem of South East. They will, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program, Mazi. Please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on signal for the last time. Can you go on, please? Caller on signal. You are there. Can you go on? Can you hear me? There we. Please go on. Go on.
Thank you, man. France and lovers of freedom. I remain Mazi Bona. Mazi Bona is reaching you from my location. And Mazi, thank you for your analysis. And I must say, the doors are wise. All thanks be to DOS, because they know it all. We say nobody knows it all, but in this situation of Biafra struggle, they know it all. Today, they have been able to push the Berima back to the Nigerian government that brought him in the first place. Because just that our people don't connect the dots. Now they are debating the issues of Berima in their House of Senate. Yes, good for them. Let them now, because they are the champion in kidnapping and bringing people. Now it's time for them to do what is legitimate, which is extradition, not illegal again. This one is not legitimate. There is allegation and evidences against the Berima, who they sent to come and destroy our land, to come and infiltrate what we are doing, but they meant men that are above their capacity, and we have pushed back what they brought to us back to them. Let them handle their issue. Simon Ekpa is Nigeria government issue. When you're talking about the Berima, you're talking about Nigeria government, because when this man first came out, a man like Obasanjo, who is working with MI15 in Britain, MI5, Is their agent. He came and said somebody that will come will be greater than Mazi and Kanu, may God forbid. But this is what Obasanjo was telling the world, so that people will know he's a corner man, always pushing to play on people intelligent. Because he knows that Nigerians are done deep. Because when I'm talking about Nigeria, I talk about Southeast and South, everywhere that make up the Nigeria, because this Biafra we are talking about, Biafra is in the mind. That land called Biafra territory is still full with infiltrators, criminals, people who don't understand what we are doing. But those that are called, that are choosing for this particular job are the ones enjoying the Biafra land as it stands today, because we are still in trenches. What will I say? Look at what is happening. Who is happening everywhere in Nigeria? Look at Nigeria government jogging up and down that they want to maintain democracy in West Africa, supported by United States. Gone are those days that United States will come out and begin to talk and the world begin to shiver. No. This is another era, because they are like children who are swimming in the river whereby their back is outside. Everything they are planning, we all know. The world is aware of their corrupt USA. They are only interested in what will engender their interest. A man that is his presidential nomination is illegitimate. A man that is sitting illegally on his seat is the one promoting democracy in West Africa, whereby in his own country he has never engendered democracy. The government, the police don't obey the law. Look at what happened about Emefiele. Inside court of law, DSS was who dead, chasing people, dragging a prison, a Nigeria Correctional Center officer like a criminal under uniform. And the world is seeing all these things because they are there for the purpose of Western. The democracy they are here to maintain is the democracy of the West, not the democracy of their own people. They don't care about their people. Their concern is to maintain the interests of the West in their land, help the Westerners to subjugate their people. But we Biafran will have said no, and our no remains no. They have seen the generation of Ekumeku. Those generation they fought 30-something years and defeated, have re-emerged. Now double determined to take over their right, and we must, as a race, get back our dignity, because getting back Biafra is getting back our dignity. In Nigeria, we are nobody. Just like Mazi, your analysis, anything you do, you or say as an Igbo man, they pick immediately just to instill fear in our people. Today, if you want to say, somebody will just say, when the talk, you know. So we are obedient slave in a way. But thank God that there is a movement called IPOB, cheered by Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu, because it's because of what is happening in our land today that gives me that confidence that the coming of Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu is divine. It's not just accidental. It's something that has been projected by Chukwu Abiyama. And he gave us Chukwu Abiyama. He never gave us any other thing. Chukwu Abiyama is our ancient God. Our forefathers worshipped him. And for the fact that we are calling that name Chukwu Abiyama, Nigeria government has never seen this type before. We urge all those our politicians who eat all this bribe and always destroy our image, that they are trying to speak, let them continue speaking out. They are not speaking out for Biafra, they are speaking out for themselves and for their children. I know some of them may believe they have mansions abroad, everywhere, scattered all over the world. Their children are living in heaven. What do they need Biafra land for? No. One day, also that children have no place to run. You look back home, but if you have destroyed that home, I don't think you have any place to run back to. So you better speak out. You that is still there, feeling that you have something reserved for you to do than speaking out for your people, you better join the league and begin to speak out for the release of Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu, not begging, because the court has said it that he should be free. Tell the people to obey the court. Tell the Nigerian government, which you are part, to obey the law of the land. You're not telling them to obey a law of Jamaica or Yugoslovakia. You're telling them to obey the law which themselves instituted in the country. Because you have a right as a citizen if you claim you're a Nigerian citizen, because I know you're not. But you that is saying that you are, speak out for your brother, who is because of you, they held him. Today you feel it's only Nnamdi that can be detained unconstitutional and illegal. No, you have seen Mefele, who rejected his people to serve the strangers. Today what's happening to him? So I don't think you can be more loyal to the Fulani than Mefele, because I see Mefele as the most loyal Fulani slave. That even when his people are crying, he blocked his 2 ears to the suffering of his people and begin to obey the last order. As a military man in a democracy setting, Mefele was obeying the last order. Today they have given the last order on his head. The same thing they do to Kensaroniwa. So every one of us as a Biafran, as only Igbo, because as far as you talk about Biafra, we all are Igbos. You better know that. If we are together, we can do better. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. As we are gradually winding down towards the end of the program, but we must continue in what we are doing, because this movement have started. No stopping. I'm not even talking of going back, because we have no back to go. You know, injustice to one should be injustice to all. But in the case of Nigeria, when somebody is suffering injustice, they will first of all check the profile of the victim. Oh, is he an Igbo man? Oh, is he a Christian or a Muslim? Is he a distant tribe? They try to weigh the victim before giving their judgment, instead of being blind. You know the effigy or the coat of arms of the judiciary or the justice, the court. You see somebody holding a balance. He is blind. The person is blindfolded. You know what it means? He don't know who you are. Justice should not know who you are before dispensing judgment. No, that is pure justice. But in Nigeria, it's not so. People weigh you. They weigh you. Look at this Nonsonkwa that was abducted. He's an outspoken journalist that is telling people the reality of what is happening. But there is quietness as if nothing happened. How can you succeed as a country in that way? Kamala Harris is calling Tinubu to make sure so that they work together towards restoring the democracy in Niger Republic. Their democracy, does it feed the people? Does it rescue people from poverty? The answer is no. Every time they talk about Niger Republic, they say it's the poorest country in the world. But they have been democratic. Do you see the hypocrisy? Do you see their hypocrisy? Burkina Faso, when he was upper voter in 1983, Thomas Sankara took over as a young man, vibrant man that wants his country to succeed. It's not through their so-called Western democracy. And in 4 years, he worked wonders. What so-called electioneering cannot solve in 1,000 years, he did it in 4 years. And the people, I don't know what is Africa. I don't know. I don't know. Or Gaddafi was here, the so-called democracy. But he did wonders. He constructed one of the wonders of this modern world. Underground river. People don't. Underground river. Gaddafi constructed, even some of the constructions are still ongoing, to water the desert. Underground river, not water, I mean a pipe. Underground river. Gaddafi instituted and turned the deserts into bush, into forests. And they want democracy. American, no, he's against democracy. So America need to remove him with France because he's against their democracy. And they destroyed Libya. They killed the Gaddafi and destroyed Libya. Today, the Libyans are regretting when it's too late. It's irreversible. Gaddafi told them that foreigner can never love you more than we love ourselves. It's impossible. Forget about their propaganda. Forget about it. Britain wants everybody to, they want the Biafrans, everybody to be wiped off the earth so that they will be in complete charge of our crude oil. The Europeans to America, they want Africans to even be killed. That is why Bill Gates bought federal hospitals in Nigeria. Pay for everybody's organ in advance. But you are moving as zombie in Nigeria. You don't know, do you? Caller Signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you watching. Good evening from here.
There were Mazi. There were.
Thank you very much. This is Amy Chris. I'm calling from Italy. Mazi, always put our ears to learn and also to educate people, because the way we ask questions, what you answer, and what about I think also an education to others, and also learning to others. So what we are doing here is a university. My brother, a lot of things. Africa, when sometimes I look upon Africa, there's one thing I said, I repeat what our leader said. The black people change, doing things contrary. Believe me, as soon as you know, believe me. So now, let me begin from one of things that most of our brothers said here. Like this our brother called Nyamuche Chukwu Madu. Yes, he said they asking you who built this, the institution of human rights and other things, and you rightly answered him that the Europeans will build all this institution for their own benefit, not for us. Then before United Nations come, let me support them. They have what they call League of Nations. League of Nations was about within the Europeans and some part and in America. They are practicing it within themselves. And the Civil War, the World War, Second World War, after they have finished the Second World War, they decided to bring they abolished that League of Nations and established United Nations, and now to include Africa inside. Let me be clear, our brother, on that United Nations issue. In Nigerian politics today, Igbo politicians are still playing the same politics. They are in every political party in Nigeria. Since the creation of Nigeria, they are in the army, they are in the police, they are in the, if during the military regime, they're still in the army. If they are in the same police regime, they're still in the police. They are in the politics. Have an Igbo man be able to arrive as a president of Nigeria since 1966, the creation of Nigeria? The answer is no. So they put you there to junket with you, play with you. They think that they love you, but they know your limit, that you cannot cross here. So the whole, both some Yoruba political rascals and the caliphate, they join hands together, make sure that they push Igbo man that can never smell the presidency or the president seat since 1960 to today. And the same Igbo people are still playing the same game with them. So now, in full definition, description, look at the United Nations. They bring every African countries, give them seats. Sometimes they make them president, but already they have instituted rules. That rules is that as I and you are talking about Biafra today, while demanding the United Nations in America, where they seated in office in America, to give me permission to govern myself. In other words, what it means that in Igbo land or Biafra land today, where I have been existing before the creation of the United Nations, that I wanted to manage my affairs on my own, do things the way I wish or the way that I cherish or my people want, that I will need permission from United Nations. No matter who is in the seat of United Nations, he must seek, he must take the permission of United Nations governing body. What means the law is the governing body, not the individual sitting as a president there, but the law, the setup. So if you now said, I know I don't want to go this through, they now sanction you, tell you that you are going out of democracy. But the democracy they are bringing to play with us is the democracy they instituted to benefit them. So we have nothing to gain in all these institutions, United Nations, International Monetary Fund, everything they have created. All those things they are creating it to make sure that they supervise us and they take over us. Now, where I see our Igbo politicians, another side of it is very, very stupid, as you rightly say, my dear brother. When they see that they have been knocked out from all the political posts, from the APC, despite of their promises that Igbo man must be, from PDP, despite of their zoning, what they could have done is to slack back and said, no, this has seems that what our Mazi Nnamdi said is pure truth. This is a conspiracy. If we don't put this in order, then we'll find out. Just tell people to make that statement. The others will be just saying, no, what he said is truth. What that man said is right. That's the only support you do. You see, you put them into crisis. Because now, Fulani want to create, and already have created the problem between the East, the Southeast, and the Yorubas, particularly the Igbos, so that they will thrive again. And that is what the whole world are doing in Africa. They come into Africa, they create war, and when you are fighting, that's why some of our Christian brothers they are being deceived, because they will create two groups. That two groups, one will be going to the other side, one will go to the other side. During Gaddafi, as you said, for instance, some are with the Gaddafi, very few, 3-4 people are with the Gaddafi, while the rest are with the opposition. And today they have destroyed Libya. All of them run away. They abandoned the opposition, even abandoned Libya. They have destroyed. Now, the same thing they are doing in the African continent, they come and they create problems. One group will go and side these people, give them arms. The other one will go to the other side and give them arms. And you are fighting yourself, killing yourself. They are cutting away your resources and everything. And they are promising one idiot who is a nobody to be a president. Just like what Tinubu did now. You see what he did to Asari. He have given me a promise of something. That's why he mobilized boys. Maybe either you well or whatever he has promised him. He mobilized boys. I'm ready to kill you. That's the kind of people they use. So my full answer to our brother's question is that we have no hope from the United Nations, neither from all the African nations, nobody. The only hope we have that all of us must be ready. Not one flyer, whatever go on the air, saying they have US have decided not to go with the Biafra again. You just believe it one morning without even asking why. This cannot be truth. You just believe it. Those that need Eban Abu, you say, are those that fly to my final land. Because after our leader left, some people gather, they need that when they want to say something on social media. They will not gather to hear. But not that they will utilize what they hear. But just to hear that the West.
As entertainment. So entertainment.
Yes, as in Peter Obi saying, so they came and listened as an entertainment, something not that they utilize others or it hurts them. We in IPOB and remain in IPOB are we the hard what our leader caused to black people, insult them, even they call them babu and monkeys, and still we remain where we are pursuing the struggle. This is the kind of people that have knowledge, that utilize the West and not using those people that said no, our leader is too insultive. They are the people over Minipam, they run away. Small thing they run away because they can't pick up things that person said. They just take it as an entertainment. So this is what happens. So any day you are ready, we all of us, 70% of us from Biafra are ready for this thing. Then Biafra will come. I will tell you what we will do. You see, Biafra we're talking about all the politicians, they will kneel down and beg you. When we said now, nobody should go to work, everybody should start 1 week at home, not to sit at home, but we should not serve either Britain or Nigerian government again, no matter where you are. And everybody abide to that. What do you mean again? What remains? But when you say, okay, this is what we do, some people say, no, I can't work. Is that remember that they say about 50,000 euro gauge? Okay, that is, you are not ready to make the sacrifice. So when we are ready for these things, that is why we are talking to our people to use their senses. reason what you hear from people and not just hear the word as an entertainment and go away. So you begin to reason and find a way. We find a way out on our own, not by any other support. What we are doing is that to notify that this is our quest, because when the time comes, when we decide to carry arm, believe me, every woman in the street must have something to protect himself. It can never be 1960 again, when the 1966 when they just enter our village and kill people. No, every street must have people to protect them. Mazi, let me keep it here. Thank you very much and God bless you.
There war and you too. Udodrege, we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp. You are the last caller. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you bright and clear.
There war, Mazi. Go on, please. You are the last caller.
Well done, my beloved brother. This is Obinna. We're calling from my location. Here to say sincere thanks to your work. And Okike himself, we endorse and bless it. You see, the Biafran quest for freedom is passing through many ordeals. But the truth remains that it will come out triumphantly and it will emerge victoriously. It baffles me, it honestly baffles me that our people cannot comprehend seeing the handwritten on a wall. You see, what I'm saying is this: Nnamdi Kanu, the leader, is so proud of this house that he has built. Yes, he has said so many things about the US. He is proud of this body. But somebody from unknown place just come up and is tearing the house apart, and our people are following this person, saying that they are following Kanu. That is an irony. Very sad. Sad indeed. But whosoever is using them, and whatever might be their intent, they will fall woefully. You see, I want to tell you and make it clear that you are the pride of Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu is your pride. We must not let go. DOS is the pride of Nnamdi Kanu, this body. And Nnamdi Kanu is your pride. So we must hold on to it very tightly. Never look back till the victory is won. They will keep hitting. They will keep hitting. But ndị be anyị si na onye ji ihe nwata o wenye aka enu wenyigidie time will come aka ya afụ ya ụfụ and they will drop nwata ewere ifie. Yes, so they are hitting, but they are soon to retire. They are soon to get weak and they will back out, and the children of God will be free. Being it UK, America, whatever, all these people, government, pretending not to know what is happening, the evil that is being done, using these people to cause havoc and keep sucking the innocent blood, making life miserable in Nigeria and Biafra land. It will never be well with them. But please, permit me to make a plea. Mazi, are you there?
Go on.
Please permit me to make a plea. Not all our people have access to this internet radio. I mean, community, IPOB community radio. Not everybody. Here in Biafra land, things are very critical that they cannot buy data. The fund is not even to eat. So I am pleading that, because you see, information is power. If FM is up and running left and right, People are following up, keen to what is happening, being informed. Some of this misleading might not be there. So it is good that the body do something practical and visible so that these FM stations will be up and running. So that even our aged ones, all of them could be there. About last few weeks, one of our sister called on, and it is pleading that this environment, there is no, in fact, many don't even know that Radio Biafra is still on air. But it's still on air. We can follow because we are able to buy data. And data in this dungeon, in this prison called Nigeria, is very highly costs a lot. And so you can imagine listening to it day in, day out. Brother, he knows how much you will go. So that is my submission. Please keep on keeping on. For a moment, the battle will be over, and all these agents of Lucifer, they will mourn for themselves.
There we go.
Well done.
There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. What I can say is this: here now, in this radio, FM transmission, or the one easy. That is the thing, you know. There are many things involved. So, Anna Bambo, the leadership of this struggle is trying. Awage can emefu on these radio stations is not small thing, honestly. There are many things happening. Some are sabotage, some are negligence, some are different things. Anyway, you know, we are operating in a very hostile space. It's not easy. And when you can go main here tata, you may establish in here ta. Before you know it, one thing or the other happen to it. You know, it will be abandoned. So that is it. So we must continue. Nothing is an excuse anyway, because what we are doing is freedom fighting. Freedom fighting, you know. Once we get our freedom, it will be irreversible. Do you know what it means? America fought during the American Revolution. They fought a people without experience. They didn't even have an army to fight the then greatest army in the world, Britain. Do you understand what it means? Some today you'll be saying it's suicide. They committed suicide. No single army, and they confronted Britain. You know, many were killed, slaughtered, massacred by Britain. France helped them. France helped the colonialists, the colonies, America, to be what they are today. So, what we are fighting for is very huge. And remember that many countries of the world, the Western world, they have interest in our land because that is a place that gives them free resources. I say free, or world cheap, free resources. That is why when I look at this world, I am saying now, this Biafra land is providing free things. Many oil, free granite, many things free to different parts of the Western world. Do you understand? Do you think that they will let go easily? They are the real scammers. But after they will carry, once one person scam, we are not supporting anybody anyway. But let us call a spade sometimes. They scam our people, they scam our government, they build the things. Look at Inobaru. They put in Biafra land, Britain, through British ingenuity and advice, direct action. They build, what they normally do, from our mama, they build the pipeline down to the riverine side. And they will be doing, you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been hammering on this. People don't understand. And they will, you know, They will be drilling the thing, lateral drilling. It will be coming out in riverine area, the pipe where they channel it. And the worst part is that in Imo State, in Anambra, where the thing is coming from, they are not paying in Abia. They are not giving any royalty to the state. The 13% derivative, normally, they are not paying them. For you to see why now individualism whereas Britain with collaborating with India Fulani so-called politicians every blessed minute millions of dollars now wanna meet a here in our fuel meter shaba on account 1 million, 2 million, 3 million on every blessed day on our I know I know because we are naive, we are naive, we're ignorant of things happening in our land. From about they channel the underground down to from Ebony, the same thing, from Izombe, the same thing. They channel lateral drilling they were doing. On when you hear they say oil in our land, in riverine parts of Biafra land, most of those oil they are not from there. It is from the hinterland. What we are telling you is a factual. Let me tell you, if Biafra comes, when Biafra comes, there are secrets that will be revealed to the public. Even it can cause more war. I'm telling you, it can bring eternal war. For when you look at people will say, now let us go and die. Because you say, what kind of exploitation is this? It's too much. I know outside now, whereas they are stealing. Britain is stealing. United Kingdom is completely in control, stealing from our land, exploiting us in the most horrible way. In the riverine area, the pollution everywhere. They are using that pollution, that polluted ground, as selling it. Where after, from time to time, they will come. Oh, we are doing the cleanup, organic cleanup. They will take the topsoil of that polluted land. Is incubated when treated in their way, technological way. They will use it as a fuel to nuclear plant. Something they have to spend millions and billions under normal circumstances to get. They get it from our land and we even pay them. Oh, we are stupid. The foolish. We are horribly stupid. The most stupid set of people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you honestly. If we know some of the secrets of where they are exploiting us in the most wicked and horrible way, turn into a bomb to keep, because they are doing things with the politicians in our land in the most inhuman way. That is why they don't want Biafra to come. They feel that if Biafra comes, we know all the secrets will labor and they will lose all these things, because their job is to scam countries that are naive. That's why they structure Nigeria the way it is, so that there will be no peace, so that we'll be bleeding every day. We'll be bleeding and complaining every day. No peace every day. Whereas they will continue doing as if they are arranging democracy. Democracy. I don't want to use a F word on them and democracy, honestly. Honestly speaking. This world is rubbish. We need to rise up. I'm telling you, we need to rise up and support IPOB. Why shouldn't we get good life in our land? To enjoy, to be like the Europeans, the way what is happening? Are you the trend over? The only solution is for us to join hands together and get what we want, what we need, so that we take care of our destiny. That is the thing. It's very huge. I am telling you, it's very, very huge. But we must continue. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is who we are. It's our identity. It's our ideology. We have no other. If you have any other religion more than Biafra, know that you will fall away. It is a matter of time. You see those that are saying, for me to talk against my faith because of Biafra, let Biafra not come. Where are they today? Where are they? So we must continue. Biafra is our first religion. You understand? It's our identity. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. We are fighting tooth and nail. We know that it is not an easy issue. It's not easy. We know that the Nigerian government is playing. We know their politics, the politics they are playing. We know. Oh, they want peace in Biafra land. They want peace in Southeast. For who tell you that they want peace in Biafra land? The caliphate. Who tell you that? Look at in the north that is devastated, ravaged by terrorism. They don't give a damn because they are in a mission. But we must reach to our destination, which is Biafra. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow I'll be here to preach the gospel on our religious discussions, because we shall never shy away from it. We must continue on it. Thank you for listening. From me, from here, Mazi Jonathan.